Hello everybody, I'm Jonas Yost, and today I will be showing you how to prepare oven fried chicken. Now as you can see, I already have my ingredients laid out and ready to go. And earlier I had cut chicken breasts up into strips and put them in buttermilk to soak, and I'm going to go pull them out of the fridge now. You can see I've got the chicken soaking in the buttermilk, having cut them into strong quarters. So now I'm going to go over here to my ingredients and prepare the first step. Now the first thing you want to do is get a baking dish, possibly about this size, and cut up at least 3 chunks of butter into it. I've got my butter in there. Alright, and I've already preheated my oven to 400 degrees. And so I'm going to put this pan of butter into the oven and let the butter melt so I can put the chicken in it. And we'll give that a few minutes while I get ready to make the batter for the chicken. That's it. And so for the batter, what I will do is I will combine flour, which I already have my cup of flour measured out, seasoned salt, paprika, salt, and black pepper for the coating. And so the first thing we do is add our cup of flour. And then we have 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt. We got our seasoned salt added, and then we need 1 teaspoon of paprika. One tablespoon of paprika. And do we have then we do a half a tablespoon of salt. And then a half a tablespoon of pepper as well. And now that we've got that all mixed in there, we'll kind of stir that up to get some consistency. So just kind of stir up your ingredients until the flour and the seasonings all look pretty well blended. Mix those up there. And pretty much you want it just to look like flour with different colors in it. Just make sure you have consistency mixed up in it. Now that we got that, I'm going to go pull my pan out of the oven with my melted butter. You can see the butter's kind of a little melted there, so I'm going to kind of slosh it around until it gets fully melted. And I'm going to close my oven. Alright, so you can see now that I've gotten the butter out of the oven, it's really starting to melt in there. So just continue to swirl it around and get some consistency in there. And now we can start prepping the chicken. And so what I will do is I'll pull each individual breast out of the buttermilk, make sure it's nice and coated here in my flour and seasoning mixture, and then lay them out here in my pan to bake in my oven. And as you can see, I have these cut here into quarters, so I will just mix them up here and get a real nice consistency and coating on them. You pretty much want to not see any of the pink parts of the chicken. And then we lay them out there. And I'll continue to do that for every strip I have here. I said just give it a nice general coating until you see nothing on it, and transfer it over to your pan. Alright, and you don't want these to be, it's okay if your chicken touches because it's all going to cook together pretty well anyway. And so now, after we rinse our hands off, because it gets a little thick whenever you have it on there with you. We'll rinse that off. And take our pan, which the pan may still be kind of hot. If it is hot, just make sure you grab your oven mitts. We'll transfer this over to our oven. We're setting at a good 400 degrees here. We'll pop that into the oven. And you usually want to bake that about 40 to 45 minutes, or just based on what your observations are, cutting into the chicken and looking at it. Thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing how you make it.